It's in the game.
Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Fresno State's offense will have the football first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup, but this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent, but we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to...
It's a running room. He's inside the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Hey, make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's 4. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Summers. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Summers. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Back to throw, it's Mack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top, finds a tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Got a man. It's Graham. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Summers. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Warren. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Looking for space. It's Ford. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Offense facing fourth down.
Kick is in the air. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McLean. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Out of the shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Got his man on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Grab near the marker, it's Dickey. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught, it's right. Quick step and go. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Summers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ford. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This is a running back that can hurt hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bean. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. Finds his man. It's Graham. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So
Breaks into the open. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Second down coming up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the back. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go to the ground, and there was nowhere to go. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. He unleashes a long one. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. This time it's complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 16 over Ohio. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Lanier. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Rides to back on the option to give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Fresno State.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Boom. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Under fire. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
14.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Makes the grab. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players